Dear students, in this video, I'm going to explain some portion of Module 1 of Object-Oriented Programming. So, firstly, I explain the basic concepts. Computer, it's a fast electronic calculating machine that accepts digitized input information, processes it according to a list of internally stored instructions, and produces the resulting output information. The list of instructions is called computer program and the internal storage is called computer memory. Actually, programming means the process of developing and implementing the set of instructions or commands given to the computer to perform a particular task. Language processors, compiler, interpreter, and assemblers are language processors. Compiler convert HLL. HLL means high level language to a machine language. It translates the whole program in a single step. But interpreter convert high level language to machine language line by line. And assembler converts assembly language to machine language. Why do we need object oriented programming? Object-oriented programming was developed because limitations were discovered in earlier approaches to programming. To appreciate what object-oriented programming does, we need to understand what these limitations are and how they arose from traditional programming languages. Object-oriented programming is the principle of design and development of programs using modular approach. Actually, OOPS is a programming concept that works on the principle of abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Object oriented programming is a programming language model organized around objects rather than actions and data rather than logic. Procedural programming language. Procedural programming focus on processing of instructions in order to perform a desired computation. It's a type of computer programming language that specifies a series of well-structured steps and procedures within its programming context to compose a program. It contains a systematic order of statements, functions, and comments to complete a computational task or program. It's a top down concept to decompose a main function into lower level components for modular coding purpose. Therefore, it emphasizes more on doing things like algorithms. This technique is used in a conventional programming language such as C and Pascal. Object oriented programming follows a bottom up approach. It's a concept that combines both the data and the functions that operates on that data into a single unit called object. An object is a collection of set of data known as member data and the functions that operate on this data. It's known as member function. Class is the major concept that plays important role in this approach. Class is a template that represents a group of objects which share common properties and relationships. For example, the difference between C and C++. As we know, both C and C++ are programming languages and used for application development. The main difference between both these languages, C is a procedural programming language, so it does not support class and object. While C++ is a combination of both procedural and OOP language, which means object-oriented programming language. And C++ has support for polymorphism, encapsulation, and inheritance as it's being an object-oriented programming language, while C does not support the OOP concept. So it has no support for polymorphism, encapsulation, and inheritance. The difference is that program is divided into parts called functions in procedural programming, while in object-oriented programming, program is divided into parts called objects. And important is for functions rather than data in procedural programming, while in object-oriented programming, data rather than functions. And design approaches in procedural programming, it's a top-down approach. And in object-oriented programming, it follows a bottom-up approach. And adding new data and function is not as easy in procedural, and in object oriented it's a easy for adding a new data and functions. And data hiding not supported in procedural programming, and it's supported in object oriented programming. Examples of procedural programming is C, Fortran, and in object oriented programming C++, Java, Python. And overloading is not possible in procedural programming, and it's possible in object oriented programming. And also data hiding is not supported in procedural programming. That is not hidden and can be accessed by, but in object oriented programming it is supported, so data is hidden and cannot be accessed by external function. In procedural programming, large programs are divided into smaller programs. It's known as function. And while in object-oriented programming, programs are divided into objects. And emphasis is on procedure rather than data in procedural programming. And in object-oriented programming, emphasis is on data rather than procedure. In procedure-oriented programming, procedural program is divided into functions. So each function has a clearly defined purpose and clearly defined interface to the other function in the program. The idea of breaking a program into function can be further extended by grouping a number of functions together into a large entity called module. But in object-oriented programming, it was introduced to overcome the flaws in the procedure approach to programming, such as lack of reusability and maintainability. Fundamental idea behind OOP is to combine into a single unit both data and functions that operate on that data. Such a unit is called object. And the basic concepts of OOP is objects, class, data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, overloading, polymorphism, message passing, and all that I will explain in the next session. Thank you.